Marshall Levenson, Rivals national analyst in the Mid-South region here. About to be in major visit season. Obviously, we have a lot of guys that have been on unofficials for the spring. We've also got some schools that have elected to bring in guys early for some April and May official visits. But most of these official visits are going to happen in June, at least the ones of big consequence. So we've got 5 key visits to look forward to here out of the Mid-South, and let's get into it. So number one, we got Keelan Russell, quarterback, currently committed to SMU, um, 4-star at Duncanville, been one of the biggest risers this spring. Just really, seen his stock progress. He has an Alabama official visit. He's still trying to lock in that date, but it will take place at the end of May. It might be that May 31st date that a lot of people are going to be on visits. Alabama offered last week on his birthday. They've been in contact for a long time. They've pretty much told us, like, hey, look, we're going to offer you, you're going to visit, and you're going to commit. So that visit, obviously, with that being said from the staff, that visit is going to carry a lot of weight for him and just the Alabama class, but also the quarterback dominoes. Plenty of things to look into beyond that visit taking place if he commits there. Second, we have Taz Williams Jr., 4-star wide receiver out of Red Oak. He's taking an official visit to Michigan in June. Michigan's one that has really taken off lately for him. There's some other schools heavily in play: Texas A&M, Penn State, Pitt. Texas was in it at one time, but Michigan really looks like they, may be taking a lead here. He's a big fan of Ron Bellamy, wide receivers coach, and then also the new offensive coordinator, Kirk Campbell, who Taz, said he has a big connection with because they're both from Pittsburgh. Obviously Pittsburgh being Taz's hometown. So the relationships there, he speaks very highly of. And I think him getting on campus there again, especially for a 2 or 3 day visit, could be really big for his recruitment. Next up, we have 4-star McKinney linebacker Riley Pettijohn. One of the top linebackers in the country. He's a top 100 prospect. Texas right now looks like they're the leader, and he's going on that official visit in June, and I think this could be a pretty straightforward visit period for him. He's going to go on 4 or 5 visits, but like I said, Texas looks like the leader, and that'll be one of his final visits, and it might be the case of just they're the leader going in, and he has a really good visit, and that's kind of a that's all she wrote, kind of a deal for him. So that'll be a big visit to kind of determine how his recruitment ends, with a potential commitment coming out of that visit. Next up is Keelan Moses, 4-star linebacker out of Baton Rouge, currently committed to LSU, has been since November of 2023. But A&M remains in the thick of it. They've been in the thick of it for a very long time. At one time, he almost committed to A&M, early on in his recruitment. But obviously with the staff changes there and, kind of the up and down seasons they had, he never really, wanted to lock that in. And so then he ended up committing to LSU. But now with the new staff in place and a new direction of the A&M program, they've really, really been on him hard. He's been in College Station once already this spring with his little brother, and they offered his little brother, Emmanuel Moses, so in the 2027 class, which just adds a level of intrigue to A&M recruiting Keelan and potentially going there. So that visit will take place in June. He doesn't have an exact date for that one yet, but he knows he's going. There could be a lot of movement coming out of that visit, or at least, as he thinks about things, post visit. And obviously he'll be at LSU a number of times in that period, I'm sure. And then finally is, 5-star safety, or you could call him a linebacker right now, safety, Jonah Williams, out of Galveston Ball. A&M might be the leader here. OU has also had some momentum at different times, but it's actually the Ohio State visit that I'm looking at the most. He might get out to USC for an official visit, potentially LSU, but it's the Ohio State one that I'm looking at. Obviously, the way they play defense and the way they recruit the secondary and the success that they have, obviously very intriguing. But they also have committed 5-star cornerback out of Houston North Shore, Devin Sanchez. Jonah and Devin, very close. They've played 7-on-7 together, have been around each other a lot with different visits, different, different levels of football. So I think it'll be, that could be a weekend that Devin's in Columbus when Jonah Williams is, and he could be in his ear, as well as a number of other commits and coaches and staff members and such. So, while some of the programs in the Mid-South may seem like they have kind of a hold on the momentum right now for him, I think that visit could be a really big one that could kind of sway him, over to potentially leaning towards the Buckeyes if they have a good plan in place and roll out the red carpet, and he has some influential people in his life kind of talking in his ear. So yeah, those are the 5 visits I'm looking for from the Mid South region, and ones that they potentially could all land up at these schools, but obviously as recruiting goes, there's going to be a lot of shifts, a lot of ups and downs over the next 2 months. But these will be 5 intriguing ones to watch, and ones that could make or break some recruiting